Let's walk through setting up your SureLab D1070 printer for the first time. You want to make sure that all packaging material is removed from the printer and that you have all ink on hand. The SureLab D1070 uses a 6-color ink set. So the first step you want to do is power on your printer. In a moment, you'll be prompted on the LCD screen to start loading in your ink, and that's the next step you'll want to do. The printer has 2 ink bay zones. You'll want to open both up, one on each side. And each ink color has its own spot to load in the ink pack. It's spring-loaded, so you press it in, and the case will pop out. After unboxing your ink color, you'll want to align it to the color noted in the slot, this one being black. You'll take your ink pack, the tray, line it up on the bottom and make sure this key slot slides completely flat, and load it back into the printer, once again spring-loaded. You'll want to do this for the remaining amount of colors. After doing this, close both doors and follow the LCD panel instructions. You'll have to wait a few minutes for initialization to be completed. You'll be ready to then load the media once you see that the LCD panel displays all 6 ink colors, indicating that initialization was successful. To load media, you'll want to put your hand on the scrap box output tray, pull it out towards you and up and away from the printer. You can set that down. This will reveal the spindle unit. You'll want to put your hand on the drawer here and pull it out towards you. Next, we'll take the spindle unit. You can just pick it up directly from the printer, and we're going to remove both end caps on the spindle. You do this by just pulling out on the lever and removing the end cap. We'll then take our unboxed media and put both end caps onto the roll without locking it down. The reason for that is we'll then take this middle piece of the spindle unit and feed it through. Make sure that the text and colors are facing out towards you. And you'll feed it through just like this. And you want to make sure on the spindle you can see the size indication of what media you're loading. For this example, we're using 5-inch width media. So you'll want to make sure that the spindle lines up with the 5-inch. So you can see right there, 5 inches is showing. Once you're set with the size, just lock it down into place. And we'll take the spindle, put it back where it came from. Next, we'll want to feed the media into the printer itself. So down here, you can see that there's a media indication on the bottom as well. Just make sure that these edge line guides line up with the size you're loading. You'll take the media and feed it down until you hear an audible beep. So you hear the beep, you can readjust the edge guides, and you're all good, and your media is ready to go. So then we'll push the drawer back into the printer. We will take the scrap box and output tray. There are 2 latches on the bottom. Make sure it lines up with the bottom of the printer. Line it up, push it towards the printer. It'll lock into place. And then you'll follow the directions on the LCD panel to choose what media you have loaded, and you're ready to print.